Hello, everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Chippewa County here, and we're currently working on harvesting oats. Got the Gleaner S98 Super Series here. Oh boy, Super Series. Anyway, everyone, since last episode here, finished up the barley harvest there, basically across the road. That field is complete. I've got Courseplay working on baling that here at the moment. And yes, we're doing a little oat harvesting here ourselves. I'm basically following the Courseplay line here, everyone. I don't know that I'll harvest the entire field myself, but in the event I do, at the very least, everyone, I can have the baler bale the straw for us. Speaking of straw, oh yeah, okay. I was going to say, I didn't see any straw getting put out there. It's like, wait a minute, we should be out putting straw. We are indeed. So yeah, baler across the road there, John Deere round baler making round bales. I did go ahead in between episodes here, pick up a load of those round bales, brought them down to the cows, so we got more manure hopefully coming in from the cows there. Again, the cows were completely out of straw, so there was no manure coming in on the one pen. Again, I'm just putting straw in the one pen, so we're getting solid manure for the fruit trees. That's the only thing we need the solid manure for. I did debate about maybe like putting a viable silo down, but I think everyone, once the cows kind of get up and going, I think we'll have enough manure. It's just a matter of, well, getting them straw so they can make manure, right? I'm not entirely sure why straw is needed for solid manure, but yeah, whatever. I guess that's the way it is with the game. Mix the straw in, I guess, right? I'm assuming the way the game assumes for the solid manure, or at least the Seasons mod anyway. What the Seasons mod is probably assuming the straw is being used for bedding material. Therefore, well, you know what cows do with that. And then, of course, you sweep the bedding material out and you spread the entire thing across your field. So I'm just guessing, everyone, that's probably what the Seasons mod creators are probably thinking with the solid manure. Anyway, it doesn't look like the greatest of oat yields here. This field should be fully fertilized. Fertilized. Ooh, right? Yes, fully fertilized. Yes, I don't know. Should be good yield, I would assume. Maybe not. Also, I do plan on double cropping these fields here as well. So once we get the crops off these fields, in the case of the other field there, and this field as well, get the straw off too, we'll go ahead and probably start fertilizing them. Yeah, I'll probably put some slurry on them first. And then we'll get them cultivated, plowed, and all that good stuff. Actually, they shouldn't have to be plowed. Probably just run the cultivator across. It'll be good enough to cultivate the slurry in. Although technically slurry, we don't necessarily maybe have to cultivate that in so much. Especially if we knife it in. Which I'm not sure if that one rig we have kind of sort of knifes it in, I guess. Not a very straight straw line there. We'll have to see how Courseplay will bail that. Hopefully it'll be good enough. I still need to get Courseplay on unloading for this field here as well. From the looks of it, it's not particularly a big hurry because, yeah, we're not getting the highest of yields here, I don't think. Hopefully maybe we can get a headland done here before we actually get Courseplay set up. Otherwise, Courseplay is going to try to unload along the fence line here. That should be interesting. Mind you, if Courseplay was actually driving this combine here, Courseplay and the unloading cart can kind of communicate together, and Courseplay will like do a little cutout in the field there, make room for the grain cart. I could do that as well. Just I'm not sure I can get Courseplay to properly coordinate the unloading grain cart there for that. Oh, and everyone, I should probably maybe answer a question I've been getting asked here a little bit as of late as well. For those of you wondering if I have the Platinum DLC or not, everyone, no, I do not have the Platinum DLC. And to be honest, everyone, not sure I'm really going to buy it either. Yeah, other than maybe a couple of pieces of equipment in that DLC, everyone, I think I have pretty much everything that's in that DLC as far as class equipment goes. So, yeah, I guess you could argue maybe Giants equipment might be a little bit better done. as far as quality goes, though, you know, I'm not 100% sure on that because at least some mod authors can put out some pretty good quality mods as well. So I'm not sure that argument really holds water. Yeah, like I said, about pretty much all the equipment that's in that pack, with the exception of maybe a couple of pieces, I have as mods. And as you folks know, I don't really use much class equipment anyway. Not that that's maybe wouldn't be the case if I actually bought the DLC, because then I'd probably, you know, it's like, well, I paid for it, I better use it, right? Yeah, well, that's kind of why I don't have the Platinum DLC yet. You know, no map with it. So, okay, no map. What? Why do I want it then? And I know a lot of other people are saying the same thing as well. I'll probably get the Platinum DLC at some point, everyone. Maybe. We'll see once here. But at least for now, I don't have it. Nor do I necessarily have any plans of getting it either. Okay, we'll bring the grain cart over there, unload. Oh, you know what? Shall we, we can maybe create a Courseplay course here real quick. Oh, let's see what's here. How do we want to create a Courseplay course? Actually, you know what? Do I have one already for this field? I did at one time. Like the other field, everyone, I probably rage deleted it. Unload auger. I do have an unload course. No, that's field 1. Field 2. Oh, boy, I don't have very many courses for this field at all, do I? Oh, let's see what's here. Yeah, the problem with this field, there's only one entrance right there. How are we going to have Courseplay run the truck? Well, I guess I haven't really been having Courseplay run the truck, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? Oh, let's just create an unload course here with a grain cart. Is that going to be... Not sure that's going to be far enough or not. I'm not sure I like that. Let's try that again. Let's get back a little further. Yes, everyone, I know we're driving through the crops here. Not much you can do. Got to create the Courseplay course, so... this, again, is one of the reasons I do not play with crop destruction turned on. Okay, waiting point right there. Should be good. And stop, and we'll save that as Farm 1, Field 2. Let's see what's here. Unload tractor. See if we'll actually go unload us here or not. It should be enough room between us and the fence here. I think I moved over far enough. Well, actually, yeah, it depends how Courseplay lines up back there. It might not like that. Maybe we better go over just a little bit further here. He's actually coming to unload. It's interesting. The header actually shows it's still harvesting yet. Okay. That's a little weird. Just turn that off here a minute. Wow, that is one messy header. One messy header. We can fix that on the go here a minute. A 9250 Dynaflex header. Oh, and even the paint on the lettering disappears. Okay, then. Hey, grain cart. Really? Oh, my goodness, tractor. Seriously? Anyway, everyone, just a reminder here, too, again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, again, that information is down below in the description as well. Anyone, again, is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. A microphone is not required, by the way, to join TeamSpeak. And if you don't have TeamSpeak, download link is down below as well. And, of course, once you do have TeamSpeak there, just easiest way, everyone, just add a bookmark there to the RDAllen TeamSpeak server. Again, password and link is down below in the description, or address, as you should call it, I guess. Now, the problem is Courseplay is going to sit there. Oh, let's see what's there. Oh, is he? Well, maybe he's going to move out of the way. If he moves far enough out of the way, we'll be good. Not entirely sure where he's going to go, as he's just going to be driving in the field there, but yeah, whatever. Out of the way, at least. And probably should check and see how the baler's doing on the other field there as well. I don't see him. Oh, wait, actually, I do see him. Probably won't be able to see him on the video, I bet. If you look kind of in the top a little bit towards the right there, I can see a John Deere tractor slowly, well, actually fairly quickly, actually, moving across the screen there. Oh, he did stop. Okay, good. You never know, with Courseplay and balering and, all that good stuff. Is Courseplay going to stop properly? And, I mean, is Courseplay going to work in the first place? That's always a good question to ask as well. Well, that is just a little close to the fence there. Just a little bit. Oh, I wonder, I see we're going only 5 miles an hour here. I wonder if we get a little repair on that header, if that will help. I see we're down to 50% on that. Let's take a quick look at that here a minute. Combine, nope, combine does not need to be repaired. The header, though, does. Yes, $327. The header could also use some paint on it as well. Although, again, everyone, it doesn't actually, with the color of this combine, look too bad, I guess. I mean, if you were running this on like a Case combine or a John Deere or something, like, yeah, that header definitely probably wouldn't match. But, yeah, on the Gleaner, kind of sort of does. The Courseplay course I have loaded here, by the way, if you look at the name of it, says it is for slurry. That is what I created the course for. But seeing as how the combine has a 12-meter header on it as well, everyone, I can use that same course there for both. Well, it works for anything that does 12 meters, essentially. Keep an eye on Courseplay here as well. See what Courseplay is going to do. Once we reach 50% here, and as long as our pipe is not over crop, which I think I left pathfinding on, I'd like to say this time around. Might still have to turn that off. We'll see once here, but... Oh, what was that message? Oh, but okay, I stand corrected, everyone. I thought 50%. Looks like he's coming to unload already. Okay, let's put the pipe out here. Oh, let's see what's here. What is the unload percentage at then? You know what? I probably actually need to check it from the tractor there, don't I? I don't think I can see that from this one. I don't think I can. I'm not sure. I mean, I can see what he's doing, but that's about it. Oh, you're gonna lined up properly this time. Nice. It'd actually be nice, everyone, if this combine actually had a little bit longer head, a little bit longer pipe on it. Because, again, that would keep Courseplay a little bit further away from the combine. It'd probably help, too, everyone, if it didn't have duals on the tractor. That'd probably be a little bit nicer as well. But, I mean, the grain cart's basically as wide as the tractor is, so I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference. Anyway, we'll see what we got for a few comments to read here in a moment. Let's see what's here. Brappy was saying, yet again, another great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Dwight was saying, or I'm sorry, not Dwight. That's the next comment. Ed was saying, looks like your auger wagon malfunction only happens when the combine auger isn't out. Enjoying your videos. Interesting point there, Ed. The only thing is, Courseplay controls the auger, and I've mentioned this before. It actually really annoys me how Courseplay handles the auger, or the pipe. It does not put the auger out until the grain cart, tractor, unloading trailer, whatever, is like right next to it. I've said that before. Even when I go to unload Courseplay myself, not so bad maybe with a gleaner here, because I know line up with the header there and you're close to where you need to be, right? But it's hard to know where you need to be because Courseplay doesn't put the pipe out until you're like right next to it. So that's the way Courseplay is. And I wonder there, Ed, if you're actually onto something there. Maybe there is something with that because it doesn't have the pipe out. Courseplay, the tractor driver there with the grain cart, doesn't know where it needs to be. And then because the tractor with the grain cart is not close enough, it's like a catch-22 here, right, everyone? And then because the tractor's not close enough, the combine's not putting the pipe out. So, if you get what I mean there. The tractor is not sure where to line up because the pipe's not out. And then the combine's not putting the pipe out because the tractor's not close enough. Stand to reason, it kind of makes sense there. Okay, anyway, on to Dwight's comment here. He was saying, Dwight, 20,000 liter idiot blocks. Now that's what you call Jeffrey OP. Yes, I know, 20,000 liter idiot blocks, right? I mean, even 20,000 liter round bales, 6-foot round bales at that. That's just a little OP as well, I would say. Although again, everyone, I'm not sure how the conversion works out there. Liters and liters in a bale, really? Liters for a bale? Come on now. Let's see what's your comment from Jim. Jim was saying, great video as always. Thank you very much for that. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you very much for that as well. Have a question for you. How did you change the fill intervals on the trees for water and manure? Did you need Giants Editor to change this, or did you just change the fill levels in one of the XML files? Says he has 45 peach trees planted in Hazard County. Would like the fill levels to last at least 10 in-game days. No, you do not need Giants Editor to do that. And yes, it was just a simple XML change. That's all it was. Yeah, all you have to do is, you can unzip it too, I suppose. Actually, I don't know if you actually have to unzip it with the XML, everyone. You might be able to edit it right in the zip file. Might not hurt, though, just to create a backup, just in case, right? But, yeah, pretty sure there, Jim, you can probably figure it out. It's not that hard. Open up the XML there for the tree. I think it was, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, everyone. I think there was a separate XML for each type of tree. In my case, I just have the 2. Actually, you know what? I might have more of them now, because I think Jim sent me a link to one with the updated with all the trees. I don't remember if I put that in my game, though, or not. What were those under? Miscellaneous? Miscellaneous, I think, right? No, maybe I didn't. I still have orange and apples. Okay. But yeah, the updated one there, I've seen it has cherries. I think Jim here says he has peach. Where did I see? I thought he said he had peach here. Ah, yes, peach trees. 45 peach trees. I'll have to make sure I maybe update that here at some point as well. Apparently I don't have that in my game, or I don't have it active. Not sure which one here at this point. But yeah, everyone, if you want to make it so your fruit trees last longer, just increase the fill level. That's all I did. Like I said, you can find that pretty simple enough in the XML. There's not a whole lot of code in there. It's actually a pretty simple mod when you look at it. It's based, it looks like, on Giant's greenhouse scripting. At least that's what it looks like to me. I was going to see if I could add slurry to it or not, everyone, because at least with my operations here on the map so far, slurry is what I have a lot of and what I would like to keep producing a lot of. But unfortunately, manure, solid manure is what's used in those trees. And just a quick look at the mod, everyone, didn't look like it was maybe going to be real easy, because again, looked like it was built on Giant's greenhouses, and Giant's greenhouses only use manure. I'm guessing just adding slurry to it probably would not work. Not sure on that, but just guessing. And then all I did for the fill levels was I just added a 0 to each one of the fill levels. Make sure you don't add a 0 to the usage rate. Otherwise, your usage rate will go up by a factor of 10 as well. You might not want that. Just change the fill level. Robot Chicken was saying, where can I find that machine shed that you're using? The machine shed that I'm using on this map is part of the Busters placeables. So, again, Busters group over on Facebook there. If you go to Facebook, just search for Busters, should come up. And then just look for the current mod folder on the Busters Facebook page there. I think it's pinned, I'd like to say pinned at the top, or it's in the link somewhere in there. I forget exactly where you can find it. So yes, just look for the Busters mod folder there. And yes, it's one of the Busters building placeables. There are actually several different ones to choose from. I just went with one that I thought looked pretty good there. Julian was saying, great video, gives me inspiration. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for that comment there, Julian. Lane was saying you could tidy up the 7520 and definitely fix the 6030. Great tractors, but the mod authors butchered them, unfortunately. That's a good way of putting it there, Lane. That's a good way of putting it. Yes, unfortunately, the mod authors did kind of sort of butcher those tractors. The 7520, I guess you could say, isn't too horrible. Those, yeah, that's the one that has the shiny tires, isn't it? So yeah, the mod author didn't properly set the material types for the tires, did they? But at least the mod author did give us the option for putting some in-game tires on it. And then, of course, that mod gets really dirty as well. Really dirty. But it's really funny because then the front grille doesn't. Rather amusing in some ways. I guess it doesn't lose its paint, though, I don't think. Trying to remember. No, I don't think that tractor loses its paint. It does maintain that, at least. It just gets really, really dirty. Let's see what's here. Ronnie was saying GPS. What? That's all the comment, everyone. I'm not entirely sure what Ronnie was meaning by that, but okay. That is a reminder, though, everyone. Again, if you're looking for a GPS mod, check out the guidance steering mod. Which reminds me, everyone, I should probably check and see if there's some updates to that mod again. I don't know if the mod author has made any updates since the last time or not. Definitely, I would say made some good changes to the mod, and some that I maybe don't quite appreciate as much. But overall, I would say the guidance steering, the new version of the guidance steering mod is better. So definitely check that out. Unfortunately, I'm not really using it in this case, though once I start going up and down the field, at the grain tractor there, once I start going up and down the field, I might be able to use it, because I think these Courseplay lines are running straight. And we are on the last headland here, it looks like. That straw isn't really down the center line, is it? Very good. That might not pick up so well with the baler if I set Courseplay on it. Oh well. Looking up at the herbicide fill level up there reminds me I should probably check and see if we have any other fields that need to be sprayed or not. We do still have the one barley field that needs more fertilizer on it. So maybe, let's see what's here. Yeah, we can maybe do that here in a minute. Getting actually close, wow, close to wrapping up this episode already. Wow, having too much fun harvesting, I guess. Not very often now when I probably, spend an entire episode just harvesting. For one thing, if you ask me, maybe it's a little boring just watching me go up and down, or in this case, around and around a field, right? For an entire episode, but it's kind of fun to do sometimes. Okay, you know what? Let's actually maybe see if we get GPS set up here. I don't remember if I have any GPS lines or not already. Let's check. So if you're not familiar with the new version of the GPS mod here, it's Alt-C to turn it on. And then if you look on the right-hand side of the screen there, there's 3 controls. The middle one just turned green. It's like a little satellite image there. And then we do Control-S. That was left Alt-C, by the way. Then we do left Control-S. That brings up the guidance steering menu. And I really like what the mod author did to this. It's really nicely done, if you ask me. Let's see. I do have a 20-foot north-south, huh? I think, is that the width of this header? No, I think this is 35? 40. Forget. Well, that's fine. 20, that'll work. We'll just auto with it. It is 40-foot header. Okay, 40-foot header. Show lines is on. Reset the offset, in case there was one. And then Alt-Home, so left Alt-Home, will line the GPS up to the combine, and then Alt-X, and boom, we're driving with GPS here. And yes, everyone, I see once we get over the next row there, we'll have to move the GPS again. Oh well. Actually, what I should do is make sure it's set to 12 meters, shouldn't I? Because, yeah, once we get past this first one here, Courseplay should be following the 12-meter every other line there then. Okay, and then let's line up that guidance steering again, so we'll just Alt-Home it. And Alt-X to lock on the steering, and off we go again. And yeah, we're at, oh boy. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't just set this to 12 meters because I'm using the unit convert mod there. So 40 feet, that's close to 12 meters, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how close it is, but I guess we'll have to roll with it. If we have to, we can just move the GPS over a little bit. And by the way, if you're thinking this cab looks really modern on this combine, everyone, well, that's because it is really, really modern. The mod author for this combine looks like they just took this cab. They took it off the Fendt Ideal, or AGCO Ideal, I guess, better name for it. They took it off the AGCO Ideal combine. So yes, this cab here should look very familiar if you're familiar with that combine. I don't know that the mod author changed anything that I know of. I'm guessing it's set up just like the mod author, or just like that combine is, I'm guessing. Oh, there's even a monitor up there too yet. Interesting. That's obviously a combine I really haven't used a whole lot. I have used the Fendt Ideal, or keep calling it the Fendt Ideal, AGCO Ideal combine. Just again, not a combine I use particularly often. Yeah, I'm sure this cab here is not correct for this model of combine. I'm sure this cab here is way, way too modern. I'm not entirely sure how old a Gleaner S98 combine is. Yeah, I'm guessing everyone probably, what, late 90s, probably late 90s. Probably, right? Probably somewhere around there if I had to guess. You know, still have the lunchbox look to them. One thing I have to say about Gleaner combines, everyone, they are very easily recognizable out in the field, typically. For one thing, I don't think there's any other white combines that I know of. I mean, Kloss has some white on it, maybe, but yeah, they're the only white, or silver, actually. Shouldn't really call it white, everyone. It's actually silver. The only silver combines. And then, of course, very, very unique shape. Well, let's see. Is that going to line up? Yeah, looks close enough. Good enough for government work. Oh, and I just looked at the time, everyone. We are kind of sort of out of time for this episode, aren't we? Ooh, I was going to get the sprayer going. Oh, well. We'll do that next episode then, I guess. And I'll probably throw Courseplay on this here, too, maybe for next episode. And we'll have a Courseplay run this while we maybe go work on something else. I don't know. Has that grain cart even gone to unload yet? We're probably not getting the greatest yield. Oh, speaking of yield, everyone, for those of you wondering how much we got on barley off the field across the road there, we actually, I would say, did really good. Just shy of 9,000 bushels of barley off that field. So that, I thought, was a good amount of barley, everyone. Again, we got 2 more fields of barley coming yet, so that should give us plenty of food for the cows. I don't think we'll have to worry about it at all this in-game year this time around. So anyway, on that note, everyone, with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. And thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time.